The ancient world trembled as two titans clashed. Alexander the Great, youthful king of Macedon, led his armies across the Hellespont. He was on a mission of conquest, aiming for the heart of the vast Persian Empire. For generations, Persia had been the dominant power in the East. Its wealth was legendary, its armies seemingly invincible. Alexander, ambitious and driven, saw Persia as the ultimate prize. This was not just a clash of armies, but a meeting of civilizations, each leaving an indelible mark on the other. Alexander's campaign was audacious. The Persian Empire, under Darius III, dwarfed Macedon in size and resources. Yet Alexander had a secret weapon, his army. Trained in the Macedonian style, they were a disciplined and seasoned force. Their sarissa, a long pike, gave them an advantage in close combat. Alexander himself, a brilliant strategist and inspiring leader, instilled confidence in his men. The stage was set for a confrontation that would reshape the ancient world. Alexander's advance was swift and brutal. The Battle of Granicus River in 334 BC marked the first major clash, a decisive victory for the Macedonians. Darius, caught off guard by the ferocity of the Macedonian assault, underestimated his opponent. City after city fell to Alexander: Sardis, Ephesus, Miletus. Each victory added to the Macedonian king's growing legend. He liberated Greek city-states from Persian rule, earning him the title of liberator. Yet Alexander's ambitions went beyond liberation. He sought to conquer the entirety of the Persian Empire. The Battle of Issus in 333 BC proved to be a turning point. Alexander, outnumbered but not outmaneuvered, routed the Persian army. Darius fled the field, leaving his family to be captured by Alexander. This victory opened the way for the Macedonian king to advance deeper into the Persian heartland. He captured Tyre after a long and arduous siege, then entered Egypt, where he was hailed as a liberator and crowned pharaoh. With each victory, Alexander's grip on the Persian Empire tightened. The Battle of Gaugamela in 331 BC sealed the fate of the Persian Empire. Facing Darius's reorganized and massive army on the plains of Mesopotamia, Alexander once again displayed his military genius. He led a daring cavalry charge that broke through the Persian lines, sending Darius fleeing once more. This decisive victory marked the end of the Achaemenid Empire. Alexander entered Babylon, the Persian capital, not as a conqueror, but as a legitimate successor to the Persian throne. The spoils of victory were immense. Persian treasuries, overflowing with gold and silver, fell into Alexander's hands. He gained control of vast territories stretching from the Aegean Sea to the Indus River. Yet Alexander was not driven solely by greed or ambition. He possessed a vision of a world united under his rule, a world where Greek culture and learning would flourish alongside Persian traditions. To achieve this vision, he embarked on a campaign of integration, incorporating Persians into his army and administration. Alexander understood that conquering an empire was one thing. Governing it was quite another. He adopted a pragmatic approach, retaining much of the existing Persian administrative structure. Persian satraps, or governors, continued to rule their provinces, albeit under Alexander's authority. This ensured stability and continuity in the vast empire. Moreover, Alexander began to integrate Persians into his army, forming elite units of Persian cavalry and infantry. This policy of integration extended to the highest levels of government. Persians served as advisors and administrators in Alexander's court. He himself adopted Persian customs and dress, much to the dismay of some of his Macedonian companions. He married Roxana, a Bactrian noblewoman, in a public ceremony and encouraged his officers to do the same. Through these actions, Alexander aimed to create a ruling class drawn from both Macedonian and Persian elites, solidifying his rule and promoting unity. Alexander's conquests had a profound impact on the cultural landscape of the ancient world. As he moved eastward, he brought with him Greek language, art, and philosophy. He founded cities named after himself, like Alexandria, which became centers of Greek culture and learning. These cities, strategically located, served as centers of trade and commerce, further spreading Greek influence. The influx of Greek colonists, merchants, and intellectuals into the former Persian Empire led to a blending of cultures. Greek sculpture and architecture began to appear in Persian cities. Greek philosophy and literature found an eager audience among Persian scholars. This process of cultural exchange, known as Hellenism, had a profound and lasting impact on the development of Western civilization. The fusion of Greek and Persian traditions was not a one-way street. The Persians, with their ancient and sophisticated culture, influenced their conquerors as well. Alexander's adoption of Persian customs and dress is a testament to this cultural exchange. Persian art, with its intricate designs and vibrant colors, influenced Hellenistic art. The blending of religious beliefs is another example of cultural fusion. Alexander, who believed himself to be descended from the god Zeus, had no qualms about paying homage to Persian deities. He consulted the oracle of Amun in Egypt and offered sacrifices at Persian temples. This syncretism, the blending of different religious beliefs, is a hallmark of the Hellenistic period. Alexander's rule was not without its challenges. He faced resistance from local populations who resented foreign rule. Revolts erupted in various parts of the empire, forcing Alexander to divert his armies to quell the uprisings. The vastness of the empire he had created also posed administrative difficulties. Despite these challenges, Alexander's conquests had a transformative effect on the Persian Empire. His policies of integration and cultural exchange laid the foundation for the Hellenistic kingdoms that emerged after his death. These kingdoms, ruled by Alexander's generals, continued to spread Greek culture and influence throughout the East. Alexander the Great's legacy is complex and multifaceted. He was a brilliant military strategist, a ruthless conqueror, and a visionary leader. His conquests ended the Persian Empire and ushered in a new era in world history. The Hellenistic kingdoms that emerged from the ashes of his empire preserved and spread Greek culture throughout the East. Alexander's legacy is not without its critics. Some see him as a ruthless tyrant who destroyed ancient civilizations. Others view him as a flawed hero whose ambition ultimately led to his downfall. Regardless of one's perspective, there is no denying the profound impact Alexander had on the course of history. The Hellenic rule of Persia, though relatively brief, left an enduring legacy. Alexander's conquests shattered the old order and paved the way for a new era of cultural exchange and integration. The fusion of Greek and Persian traditions gave birth to the vibrant and cosmopolitan Hellenistic civilization. From the bustling cities of Alexandria in Egypt to the distant reaches of Bactria, Greek culture flourished alongside Persian traditions. The impact of Alexander's conquest can still be felt today. The spread of Greek language, art, and philosophy during the Hellenistic period had a profound influence on the development of Western civilization. The fusion of cultures that occurred during this era enriched both East and West, leaving behind a legacy of artistic, intellectual, and cultural achievements that continue to inspire us today. After Alexander the Great's death, his vast empire was divided among his generals, leading to the establishment of the Hellenistic kingdoms. In Persia, the Seleucid Empire emerged under the rule of Seleucus I Nicator, one of Alexander's trusted commanders. Seleucus I and his successors played a crucial role in integrating Greek and Persian cultures. Seleucus I founded new cities such as Seleucia on the Tigris, which became a major center of trade and culture. His reign saw the blending of Greek and Persian administrative practices, which helped maintain stability in the region. The Seleucid kings promoted the use of the Greek language and encouraged the spread of Hellenistic art and architecture. Another significant figure was Antiochus III, also known as Antiochus the Great. He expanded the empire's territory and strengthened its economic and military power. His reign marked a period of relative peace and prosperity, fostering further cultural exchanges between Greeks and Persians. However, the Seleucid Empire faced challenges from internal strife and external threats. The rise of the Parthian Empire eventually led to the decline of Seleucid control over Persia. Despite these challenges, the Hellenistic influence persisted, leaving a lasting impact on Persian society. The rule of the Hellenic rulers in Persia was characterized by both achievements and struggles. Their contributions to the fusion of cultures and the spread of Hellenism in the region set the stage for future civilizations. The legacy of these rulers is a testament to the enduring power of cultural integration and the transformative impact of Alexander's conquest. The decline of Hellenic rule in Persia was a gradual but inevitable process influenced by a combination of internal weaknesses and external pressures. The Seleucid Empire, which had once thrived under the leadership of Seleucus I and Antiochus III, began to crumble due to a series of critical factors. One of the primary reasons for the decline was the constant internal strife and power struggles. The Seleucid rulers often faced rebellions and usurpations from within their own ranks, weakening the central authority and causing instability across the empire. This internal discord was exacerbated by the vast and diverse nature of the territories they controlled, making it challenging to maintain a unified and cohesive administration. Externally, the rise of the Parthian Empire posed a significant threat to the Seleucid dominion in Persia. The Parthians, under the leadership of Arsaces I and his successors, gradually encroached upon Seleucid territories, capitalizing on the weakened state of the Hellenic rulers. The Battle of Carrhae in 53 BCE was a pivotal moment, where the Parthian forces decisively defeated the Roman Republic, further diminishing Seleucid influence and showcasing Parthian military prowess. Key events such as the loss of Mesopotamia and the eastern provinces to the Parthians marked the beginning of the end for Hellenic rule in Persia. The Seleucid Empire, already stretched thin, could not effectively counter these external threats while dealing with internal fragmentation. The eventual assassination of Antiochus VII in 129 BCE by Parthian forces symbolized the final blow to Seleucid authority in the region. As the Parthians solidified their control, the transition of power became evident. The Parthian Empire, with its unique blend of Persian and Hellenistic elements, emerged as the new dominant force in Persia. This transition marked the end of an era and the beginning of a new chapter in Persian history. Despite the decline, the Hellenic influence did not vanish entirely. The cultural exchanges and administrative practices established during the Hellenistic period continued to shape Persian society, leaving an indelible mark on its historical trajectory. The end of Hellenic rule was not just a story of conquest and loss, but also a testament to the enduring legacy of cultural integration and transformation. The fall of the Seleucid Empire and the rise of the Parthians underscore the dynamic and ever-changing nature of history, where the forces of internal strife and external pressure can dramatically alter the course of civilizations. The legacy of Hellenic rule in Persia, though it came to an end, remains a significant chapter in the rich tapestry of Persian history.